this is Tanya Messam from Tanya Makeup. So I'm here today and I promise you guys that I want to be here more often, and I want to be recording more and more tutorials for you guys, and I want to be recording more and more looks for you guys, especially after the love that I've received on my last makeup tutorial that I did, and on few makeup looks that I've recorded. I want to be, doing this more. I want to do this more, but it's just that this recording business is a little time consuming, and especially when as you guys know, that I'm doing a lot of other things like workshops, I'm doing makeovers and stuff, and on top of that I'm taking care of my 6-year-old as well, and he goes for school for a very few hours, and he is a hefty task, a handful. But anyhow, moving on, as and when I will get time, I will record, I will bring up more and more tutorials for you guys, because I want to keep you guys up to date with the current makeup trends. I want to keep you up to date with the techniques, tips and tricks of makeup. Yeah. Okay, so coming back to this look, a lot of you guys have requested me to do a makeup tutorial on highlighting and contouring, and so this tutorial is going to be about highlighting and contouring. And in case you guys are wondering, this overall look is a classic winged eyeliner, supposed to be paired with bold lips, red lips preferably, but I've just put on pink lipstick because I was not in a mood to put on a red lipstick. But anyhow, if you wear a winged eyeliner like this, the exaggerated wing that I'm wearing today, you gotta pair it up with red lips, and you'll end up with the Hollywood glam. Okay, so hope you guys will enjoy this tutorial, and if you do, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Keep tuned to my Instagram and Facebook for more and more, because there are lots coming up, lots in line. Ciao. Bye. Hey guys, so I'm here now, and yeah, the chewing gum stuck. I'm not gum. Hey guys, so yeah, let's get on with our tutorial, and I'm going to be walking you through the steps. So basically right now I've only applied a primer and I've only applied a foundation, as you can see. I've used Makeup Forever primer in the peach tint. Peach because it kind of covers up my different skin tones, and I feel that I have a little bit of dark circles, and then I have some brown spots, and this concealer is very good in covering all of those up, and it really gives a nice smooth finish as well. Starting off with the highlight, and when you talk about the highlight, I will be using a concealer which is 2 to 3 shades lighter than my skin tone. Basically I'm using that concealer, I'm using 2 to 3 shades lighter because you'll see it will eventually change color on my skin, and you need the highlight to show. You need the face to have different dimensions basically, and yeah. So in order to create those dimensions, which we kind of lose over the period of time with extra fat on our face, yes. And I have gained weight, seriously. I'm going to be applying the concealer in an inverted V shape. I'm not really going to be forming the V. I'm just going to be dabbing it under my eye. I'm going to be using this mini blender. I'm going to dampen it a little bit, squeeze it. I'm going to go over it like that in pouncing motion. Basically, I'm not like sweeping it across my eye because I want to not move the concealer, and I want to settle it down in my skin. Not too sure if it's showing in the camera, that light. But anyhow, I'm going to continue, and I'm going to be drawing the same lines on the other eye in an inverted V shape. I'm just not drawing the V, but it's a conceptual V, if you know what I mean. And I'm going slightly above my cheekbones, just slightly above my cheekbones. And I'm going to be following the same step on the other eye. I have my damn beauty blender. I squeezed it, the small one. I mean, I really like this beauty blender, you know, because it's just so comfortable to put it under the eye. It's not like big like this one. This one doesn't, the other one doesn't fit under my eye. So I'm going to be doing the same thing. I squeezed it, and I'm going to be using it in the pouncing motion. I kind of, you know, really enjoy doing my concealer this way. This has become one of my favorite techniques because you know, I mean, this really makes the concealer get into the skin without creasing it, without moving, and really blends it well. It just out in a pouncing motion. I just want to settle the concealer in my fine lines. I don't want to move it, you know. It just soaks any extra product on your skin and makes it look super you know, smooth and not so cakey. Anyway, moving on, I'm gonna be highlighting the I'm gonna be applying the same concealer over the bridge of my nose and a flower growing on my forehead. Yeah, at least, oh, I went a little there. Yeah, at least it looks like a flower. It's a plant. Yeah, flower, a plant, or whatever. The same beauty blender, I'm not really going to be blending it. I'm just going to be dabbing it because I don't want it to blend, because I want the highlight to really show. And here we go. Now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be applying the same concealer on my chin. Basically, you know, if you've attended any of my workshops, those of you who have kind of know what I'm doing. I'm highlighting the high points of my face. So basically, highlighting high points of the face means that you are bringing attention to them. And the way God has made us in, sorry, God has made us in the, you know, with high points and with the low points of the face. The high points are supposed to be highlighted because they reflect light naturally, and the low points are supposed to be contoured. I want to set that concealer because if I don't set it now, it's going to start creasing. So what I'm going to do is basically I'm going to get a powder brush and I'm going to put this concealer, put the powder under my eyes. Translucent, you can use a translucent powder or you can use the Ben Nye powder. If you don't have a Ben Nye powder, a compact works the same. But you need to set that cream which is under your eye. That powder there, and then you're going to dust off your brush and you're going to start moving it out. Now your concealer is set for good 2-3 hours. Setting powder, so I've used Laura Mercier, and okay, moving on. Now we're going to be moving on to contouring. So basically there are two types of, you can do different types of contouring. You can do cream contouring, you can do powder contouring, but what I'm going to show you guys is the powder contouring. And I'm going to show you powder contouring because powder contouring is slightly easier than the cream contouring. It's difficult to blend the cream contour and it's easier to blend the powder, and for beginners it's really suitable that they start with the powder contouring, and powder contouring would be, you know, very simple and very easy to blend for you guys. People talk about contouring being so tough and this and that. All you have to do is to be precise and blend it well. You cannot leave like, the contour. You cannot leave the contour on your face like stamped. I'm going to be using this Zoeva brush which I got from Sephora, and it's basically a flat brush. I kind of prefer this brush because it's really precise. And I'm going to be using Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palette. And I'm going to be doing the same thing on the other side, stamping it. Now you can see two harsh lines on my face, but I'm going to be obviously blending it. If you don't blend it, and if you go out like this, then it's going to be like a Maleficent look. As you can see, the instant I've put those lines, my cheekbones have gone up. They're more visible. They're more visible. Can you imagine that? Yeah, they're more visible. And yeah, so I'm going to be taking this Sigma brush. It's a small contour F05 brush, and I'm going to be blending. I'm going to be blending those lines to give it nice. It's hard to do, it's hard to do makeup and record and do a tutorial and talk. But anyway, I'm trying. Look what I'm doing. I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't know why anyway, I will learn eventually. There's always a first time. Yeah, I talk to myself sometimes. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to be taking the same brush and I'm going to be putting a little bit of contour powder on the forehead because my forehead is big, and I got to contour that to make it the illusion of making it a little smaller. Doing a little bit of contouring here as well. There's one thing that I would like to add when I do contouring. You take your translucent powder again, you take your brush again, you take the brush that you use to apply the setting powder, you take it and you put it under your contour in a straight line. You'll see what it's going to do. Basically, I felt my contour was all over the place. It was going down. Okay, now we're going to be doing the blush. Okay. This brush is my favorite. I've bought so many other brushes. I've tried so many other brushes with blush-ons, but I kind of end up using this one for myself. This brush, believe me or not, I bought this in 2006 when I was in college, and it came. I didn't buy this brush specifically. I bought a Clinique blush on, and it came with it. And imagine, the bristles are amazing. They don't fall off, and it's just is lasting me till date. Brush called Stay Pretty, and the brush. And applying it on my cheeks, going over the contour. My lips are so dry, it's not even funny. So it's time to remove that powder from the face. You see what that powder did? Yeah. Moving on. So the highlighting bit, it's my favorite part. And I want to highlight with this Becca's Opal. Becca Opal. In love with the Becca highlighters. You'll see what I'm talking about. See that? See that? See that? See that? Hey. See that? Even though my hair looks horrible, but I would love to show you that side, that sheen that's coming on my face. Wow. These highlighters are actually amazing. Wait, I gotta stop. I gotta stop because it looks perfect. I'm gonna be applying a little bit. Okay, when I start with the highlighters, I don't stop. That's not a very good thing, you know. And I forget about the rest of the world. Even though I'm talking to you, I know, guys, but I'm like that narcissist moment of mine. Anyway, lipstick time.